Hi guys, just a quick so rare video and I will share with you a technique that I've used over the last 2 years from being on So Rare. And the technique in particular is I'm looking for players who are going to make debuts unexpectedly for clubs, and in particular goalkeepers. Now I've already shared a video on what I do with SofaScore. An hour before kickoff they will give the actual lineups and then I will quickly search through them looking for goalkeepers, in particular making debuts. However, this technique using Whoscorecom is based on their predicted lineups, and I will search through all the leagues that they cover predicted lineups for, which is the majority of the top leagues. Just to let you know, Belgium isn't included in that, but the majority of them are. And I am looking specifically for goalkeepers because, as we all know, if you can get starting goalkeepers cheap, then they're going to rocket up in price if they continue to play. So I would rather use Whoscore.com rather than someone on Twitter who is selling Patreon services on their predicted lineup because they're guessing as well. So I would rather use a trusted site like Whoscore.com, just my opinion. Now I'm going to show you somebody I've identified playing this game week or who will potentially play according to Whoscore.com predicted lineups. So all you need to do is obviously log on to Whoscore.com and then go through all the leagues and look through their predicted lineups. The one I have identified this game week is this team here, Gaziantep. Now, as you can see, that goalkeeper there has not got a score. So that alerts me that he's going to be making his first or potentially making his first team appearance. If you scroll down then into team news, it states there the current number one goalkeeper is carrying a minor knock and he will be assessed prior to kickoff. If he's not going to be fit, then this guy is expected to play. So as soon as I saw that information, I then went across to So Rare to look at, firstly, if the keeper is actually on So Rare, and secondly, his price. Now, as you can see, I've bought the two common cards, limited cards of him, not rares. And for me personally, at that price, £4.29 and £3.85 is a no-brainer because if he does start, I'm 100% confident I will at least 3 times my money because people will snap them up as soon as they see them in the lineup. If they don't, then potentially I've lost about £8, which I can deal with. I just want to make you aware there is a risk because Whoscore.com is not always 100% accurate and they do from time to time get the predicted lineups wrong. So please bear that in mind as well. Now, like I've said, I have used this technique since being on So Rare 2 years, and I know this works because people, as soon as they see a goalkeeper making his first team appearance for whatever reason, they will snap him up or try to. So it's up to you to decide whether if he does start, you want to list him straight away or you want to keep him in the hope that he's going to retain his number one spot and go up further in value. And again, that is purely down to the individual who owns that card. So you do whatever you think is right for you. Now, I want to share another example who was more expensive than this guy that I'd done this with last week. And that is this boy here, Dan Reisiger. He's a goalkeeper for Vitesse. He's only 20 years of age, or he might be 21 now, which is very attractive because he's obviously an under 23 goalkeeper. And if you get a start in one of them, they're going to go ballistic in price if they carry on playing. Now, I went on Whoscore.com last week and I was made aware from their information that Vitesse's two first choice goalkeepers, or their number one and number two, were out injured and they're out for a few more weeks. So I knew that this Dan Reisiger would probably start based on that information. As you can see, he started, they were away to Groningen in Holland, and he kept a clean sheet, and he had no saves to make. Now, as you will see, I paid £32 for him, His last sale, I believe, was 40 odd pounds. I believe that he will start again this weekend. If he can put in another good performance, then you're potentially looking, or I'm looking at possibly doubling my money should I wish to sell him at that time. Obviously, this goalkeeper who I've bought for this game week is not an under 23, so his value is never going to be as high as potentially Reisiger. However, for £4 and £3 something, I think it's unbelievable value, and the rewards outweigh the risks for me without a doubt. So that's it, guys. Really, I just wanted to share with that all that information with you on what I do, and hopefully this guy starts tomorrow because I think they kick off at 6 o'clock on Sunday. If he does, then I'll be potentially looking to sell one, um, depending on what the circumstances are with the injury of their number one goalkeeper. Again, please do your own research. Like I said, it's not always 100% accurate, these predicted lineups on who scored, but I just wanted to share this with you because I know that you can make potentially good money by using this technique. So whatever you decide to do, guys, best of luck for this game week in particular, and thanks for watching the video. I'll see you soon.